Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. That's the answer. This is the Appleton Oak. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're getting back to Jujutsu Kaisen. This is episode 16. Look, I don't gotta say much except let's see how our fight plays out here between the two schools.
The battle is on, and I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what happens next. And see if she comes out of that tree. Come and play.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. Jennifer Lawrence.
Loved the last episode. Can't wait for this one.
All right, without further ado, then let's go.
手の成長は望む。これはあらゆるジャンルに共通し。
Oh.
Okay, I thought he was gonna land a big hit right away.
Oh, backfist.
とっさの左構えの縦剣。成長。
Oh!
Oh! Using some judo.
Beautiful way.
顔面から取れる。だがした。
However.
Oh!
加速しきる前の拳を額で受けやがった。
Close the distance.
お前の形態剣は人間離れした身体能力に波の術師では何が起こったか分からず混乱するだろう。威力も十分特級には通じないぞ。どうする親友。
What do you do, best friend?
ではなぜ呪力が遅れるのか流しているからだ。
トントン。
流す速度を上げようって話だろ。
呪力を流す。腹が立つ。腹渡が煮えくり返る。
Blood boiling.
へそを起点に全身に流すのがセオリーだ。この体を部位で分ける意識が呪力の遅れを生む。一流の術師ほど呪力の流れが読みづらいものだ。俺たちは腹で物を考えるか、頭で怒りを発露できるか。
A lot of learning going on here for Yuji.
Wow, been learning every episode.
俺たちは全身全霊で世界に存在している。当たり前すぎてみんな忘れてしまったことだ。
ありがとう、東堂。なんとなく。
Oh.
もう言葉はいらないな。
No more words.
電話しない。全力で
I'll guide you.
死ぬなよ、イタドリ。
Don't you go dying on me.
Rise up to greater
He's
heights.
trying to elevate him? That's what I guess you do with
Yeah.
best
Well, if
friends.
that's his best friend.
Indeed.
Trying to help him out.
When do we get that panda?
That
that's-
version of the panda. Like altered beast panda. That guy.
There's a baseball.
Yep. Got a one-armed demon. Oh, that guitar riff answer.
I know how to play the air guitar.
ねえあんたそっちのジジイからこの子勘がいいな。いやそれはパンダちゃんの方かな。何それ。
Whatever do you mean?
いいのよ、私だって殺す気でやるし、特によ愛とかいうマキさんの出がらしは
Watered down version.
あねえよ。ペッパーくんでももうちょいまともなレスポンスするわよ。
怖い。
Oh, shit!
Took a hit.
除外だぞ。死にはしないさ。
Oh, can't move for a while.
誰がペッパーくんだって。
この一年は私が可愛く叩き直す。
The cute shape.
女が呪術師として生きていく意味。
なんちって。
Just kidding. There,
Oh!
take out the mech.
出たがりか。こそこそ隠れて援護に徹しろよ。人形。
Damn puppet.
Oh. Whoa, that's wild.
知った口を。
やれやれ。呪霊狩りはどこへやる。
ソードオプション。
Oh.
ルーストーン。
What the hell?
ブラスフィリー。
Yeah, get out of there, squirrel.
そこまかと。
さっさと片付けて、こいつ射撃あるからな。お前強いな。何級だ俺の予想だとこんな。
対呪霊の格付けがや教えてやる。準1級だ。
Semi first grade.
攻撃範囲が広い。
Panda's got some nice defense.
Sure does. What is this now? Heat emission.
この出力では核をピンポイントで捉えなければ無意味か。人工的な樹害には心臓となる核が存在する。
Aw.
第一人者は私、感情を持って生まれた樹害。
He's got a pacifier. Look
His
at
little brass nuts.
teaching the little panda to fight.
全変異樹害。パンダはパンダじゃない。
Whoa!
このない動き。
Oh, Panda's a badass.
Backing it up.
本体の術師が別のところで遠隔。俺と一緒は嫌か傷ついちゃうぞ。傷ついちゃおうかなお前の呪力出力からして、やっぱお前ぶっ壊すか。
Bust you up.
There's that.
右腕と膝から下の肉体。下の感覚がない。肌は月明かりにも焼かれる。
Moonlight. Wow.
望んで手に入れた力じゃない。肉体が戻るのであれば。
I didn't ask for this.
俺を差し置いて、樹海のお前がのうのうと披露しようもなく。
Whoa. Ultimate mech.
Ultimate Mechamaru.
あれはだ。
Albatross mode.
すんげえ呪力に蹴るしかない。
Oh.
I love how it went to black and white like that.
死んだか。
ゴージマンついて術式上を
Boasting.
アルティベットキャノンをまともに食らって生きているだ。
Indeed, it is. Oh, she's a little charred up there.
Yeah.
ムカついちゃった。
There's the panda we saw in the intro where he's just jacked.
パンダはパンダじゃない。
I just want
man,
to see the
imagine them-
full version of Panda
Them
here.
going to commercial at this point when you're watching.
Well, imagine them going to break at the end of the show. At least we're coming back. Or so we thought.
Well, we're getting a little backstory.
お兄ちゃんとお姉ちゃんがいるんだ。お前の中にな。なんで敬語だ。
Oh,
その二人はいつだって力を貸してくれる。
there we go.
総合プショウルトラシールド。
Rushing it.
So much for your shield, dude.
像となる核は本来一つ。だが俺の
But he's got three then?
メインの核を入れ替えること。
Oh,
バランス重視。短期決戦パワー。
Oh, gorilla.
そしてテレ
my bachelor older sister.
ちゃんの核は衝撃で、パンダ核はさっきので、ゴリラモードでか。
Gorilla mode.
Quinn's nightmare.
Gosh.
A panda gorilla hybrid.
内部に響く。
Oh, messed up your machine.
俺がゴリラモードの得意技。ドラミングビー
Drumming beat.
ソードオプションはもう機能してない。
ゴリラモードはゴリゴリに磁力食うからな。多分次は各ピンポイントのゼロ距離とどめを刺しに来る。だが、近接なら俺に分
Doing a little damage to those rooftops there.
They are.
They'll just use cursed energy to fix them.
Oh, just missed him. Oh, just on the attack.
Oh. That didn't bother him at all.
Nope.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Just missed. How long can a gorilla fight for, though? They said it was for short bursts.
That's why he's trying to take them out as quickly as he can.
瓦。さっき屋根から拾ったのか。
Oh.
As a distraction.
目くらもしからのジェットこそ今度こそ外さない。核は最も知力の濃いここは
Oh.
よくやった方だ。
Come on.
核の位置くらい磁力操作でブラウハルさ。
Ah. Oh. Oh. I thought
There goes the arm.
There goes your arm.
I thought he's gonna rip the face off too.
人形舐めすぎ。俺は俺で生まれてきた。
Tosses it.
まあ俺は人間羨ましいと思ったことない。だって人間気持ち悪いじゃん。メカ丸もいろいろ大変なんだろう。でも大変なやつが正しいとは限んねえよ。何か叶えたいことがあるなら俺はお前を手伝うぜ。
What do you say?
メカ丸、大技を無駄打ちするな。
メカ丸よ、女のタイプも即答できないやつが。
Can't stand.
メカ丸、チョコの代わりです。エボルタ炭酸。
Batteries.
俺はそういうんじゃない。
だってマイが。
いつか
Oof.
みんなと一緒に。
手伝うなんてセリフが吐けるから。言うと思ってんのかよ。パンダだぞ。
More important things.
今度見舞いくらい行かせろよ。
うるせえ、クソ人形。
忘れてた。携帯貸して。
Mac is retired from battle.
嘘でしょ。この人、めちゃくちゃ強い。
Oh, that'll be our
That'll
next
be our
fight,
next one.
Our next battle. Oh, that was a pretty good battle.
yeah,
And a lot
we
of-
wanted
and
it.
I like how like Panda was like trying to, hey, we're one and the same. I
Yep.
mean, different ways, but we're same being the puppet and Panda. But my favorite is I'm gonna brand up is him with that pacifier, learning how to fight. It's just, I mean, come on, like how can you not just absolutely love that?
Yeah, well, and the reveal that there's actually 3 inside the same vessel, I guess we'll say for this world. And so he's got the little, he's still got his little knuck pads, you know, in addition to the pacifier. But look, I love that they took the time to give us the backstory on Panda, because look, with the number of characters that we have already here in episode 16, I mean, I think we got like almost 12 just in this where we are right now.
There's so many.
You know, between our 2 schools and they're fighting, and then we got kind of our characters slightly above them, whether it's the principal and, you know, and everybody else kind of on that level. So there's a lot of characters here. And by taking the time to dive into backstory like this, like they're doing, whether it's with Toto or with Panda, is absolutely critical. And with Mech too. I mean, that was important to reveal that. So it's kind of one of those things you have to do, but you can do it in a way that's incredibly entertaining. And they certainly did that. I mean, the fight scenes were top notch.
Oh,
and
God,
then
yeah.
I loved how we got the reveal of the gorilla version that Panda can do, but we didn't get it. I mean, we got it. We saw the head, and then they cut away to this backstory of, you know, a Panda with the pacifier and everything and kind of learning everything. And then when we came back to it, it's just like, whoa, what are we in for? And again, the way that they did the fighting here, where we get that internal monologue that we've had before in some other shows, most notably Demon Slayer lately, where they kind of tell you what's going on and what they're thinking. I appreciate that.
Full Metal did that as well.
Yeah, in Full Metal, they take the time to do it so you know what the character's thinking, because otherwise it would just be, you know, fireworks on your screen, and like that's cool for a while, but the novelty kind of wears off. This way, you know what they're thinking, you know what their battle plan is, and then when they hit you with the fireworks, like they did a number of times this episode, it means that much more. So again, love the backstory.
Like imagine like watching like John Wick or like a Statham movie, and like as they're fighting, they're having the inner monologue like, oh, okay, he keeps coming with his right. I need to counter that with the jab and this and that.
Yeah, I mean, we
It
got
just-
a little
it just-
bit of that
it
in
adds-
Sherlock. In
in
Sherlock Holmes.
because of how smart he is.
Yeah.
So like I'm thinking of a pure fighting like movie type thing where they're actually actively thinking. They never really show that. Whereas, you know, Full Metal did this, that. Obviously, you bring up Sherlock. Well, that's because he's just an intelligent
Yeah,
person.
because like I know,
himself,
like when
and that's
Robert
how he
Downey
is.
had the fights,
Downey,
he'd be like
so
knee,
that-
ear, throat, you know, and he would.
So I like that they did that, and then right here I have it paused on where we get to see the 3 cores that he's got his little brother and little sister inside of him, and I love then how he described it that he's all right. His brother's the gorilla, and then his sister, she's bashful.
Yeah,
she's bashful. So then when he got taken, when we thought, oh man, he's down for the count right away, like we thought he was. I had no idea he was going to be that easy to take out. So I love that they explained it that well. Took out the sister first. Now it's me. And he unleashed
the cores are weakened, and he's able to move the cores around the body. So when Mech thought he had the upper hand of hitting the core in the right spot, he's like, "No, I can move them."
And I love that he sold it too. That he like turned his eyes off just to give Mech thinking, "Oh, I won," when he didn't. And they did a great job because we saw on the title screen we saw the gorilla, but we even said I think in this intro was like, What is that? And when do we see that? And then they give it to us this episode. It was perfect timing. And I just love that he's so powerful and like he's so smart. But as he says, we can be friends. And so we learned that last episode, Toto and Yuji are going to become friends. Now they're becoming friends because they're on the same, kind of the same person with what they have going on the inside. One is like super powerful that he's, that he's running this mech from way, way far away. And at the end, right before they cut off and that he was retired, he's like, "Give me your phone." So imagine he's giving him his phone number so then they can be friends and help out. Because at the end of the day, like he even said, same team,
Farva.
Sorry, I ripped your arm off though.
We'll build you a new
the
mech.
thing is like, at least with
your arm.
he can still put them back together because it's a mech.
Yeah, pretty tragic story for Mech there too. I mean, it's like I would trade all this power just to be normal, and he's got to be like
normal.
in this bathtub
He's
hooked
in a
up to all these cables.
And it threw me off when they showed him at that one part at the end where all of a sudden he got out of the tub. It threw me off for a second, but then it was just a dream that he had again to get back to that spot.
Well, saying he can't even go out in the moonlight, otherwise
the moonlight
burn and like the needles and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, look, it was an interesting episode as far as like learning the backstory of Panda. I mean, because last episode we got kind of like the imaginary story of Toto and Yuji becoming best friends, and now we get a little bit of a backstory for Panda, and also for a little bit more about Mekamaru. So this was a fun episode. I did not have it on my bingo card at all for Panda to turn into basically a giant gorilla panda and go nuts in battle. So that was really cool. It was super cute. Of course, Answer already talked about. We got the little
oh
panda.
my God.
We got the little panda in training with the pacifier.
That was awesome.
Not a normal panda. I have to bring it up because I saw something online this weekend about somebody did a satirical but moderately compelling / entertaining video about how pandas were like a Chinese creation because they're like basically talks about how like past a certain period in history we don't have any drawings or anything of pandas any further back, and just about how they're like so goofy and like they have no motivation for like chasing down food, or they're notoriously difficult to get to reproduce. Like the rest of the wild kingdom's out there fighting for mating, and you get these pandas just rolling around in their zoos. It was a satirical video about how pandas aren't real and they were invented by the Chinese like in the mid 1800s or something. So to come in after that and see Panda, being this mix between a gorilla or whatever. And I liked the animation too, because we went from a traditional panda body to more of a gorilla body, of course, with the panda head, but with the long arms, the real bulky forearms.
Kept the colors.
Looked very much like a silverback gorilla. So I thought that was really cool. A pretty interesting hybrid. They had me for a minute though when he took the shot to the left shoulder, and then he was out, and then all of a sudden, hey, surprise!
Just kidding.
So I mean, another really cool episode as far as battles. Of course, last episode we got some pretty awesome battles between Toto and Yuji, and now we get another episode back to back, part of the whole school exchange battle type storyline, but another really cool story about the battle between Mecha and Panda. So out of the whole season, look, and I know we're continuing to learn. That's the interesting thing, and people have told us in the comments like this is an ongoing process of learning everything about cursed energy and sorcerers and levels. Of course, in these episodes are talking about first year and like the kind of the different levels, but a lot of really good action that we're getting in these episodes. And it looked like a little bit of a conclusion, but not really. So it's like, okay, are we going to have the next episode be more of a breakdown between, battles of our other characters or what's going to go on? But again, these last couple episodes have been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I just think it's just such a brilliant way to flush out characters by just having them battle each other, because then you can it's like a 2-for-1 deal. Instead of having your hero go against an enemy and you learn their backstory, you get to learn about two of the potential heroes or good guys at the same time by having them battle. So I just think it's a super unique and inventive way to learn about a number of characters relatively quickly and give them their story, so that as the viewer, you kind of get locked into who they are and they each kind of come out in their own way.
Yeah, and we saw there's a lot of episodes, so this is just a chance to let it breathe, and so you can learn more and get more, in tune with all of these characters. Because we have just, when you have an episode like this where it's one-on-one, it's like good, you can get a lot on these two to help you get more of their story and everything. So
yeah, and it definitely helps kind of bring the characters out of the fog a little bit, because when you first meet them, they're all kind of blending together a little bit because they're somewhat similar. But as you get their stories, that kind of makes them more clear, and they kind of come forward, and you're like, okay, I know what the deal is with this one or that one. It's a big help for the audience.
Absolutely. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as we are so far. Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
Right to the opening credits. No cold open.
Well, there it is.
Drumming beat.
The last episode they just finished kind of that part of the story of Todo and Itadori, and so then after the credits we went into our panda mech fight.
Wonder if we'll see Mech get some wild upgrades. This opening theme is a banger too, by the way. I like the upgrade.
マキ、あんなんただの雑魚よ。
She's just weak.
回すだけの一般人。
Swinging around curse tools.
なんで呪術師やってんのって感じ。
この人めちゃくちゃ。
Oh!
Whoa!
がむき出しなら。
Oh! Hey, you can't get in closer.
If she was using a blade, I would have died twice.
Yep.
ぐらい難なく倒せるでしょ。
Oh, watch over that ledge.
なんで障害物の多いこの森で大刀を振り回せるの？
She's aware of her surroundings.
Situational awareness. Oh.
In the drink.
She survived. Looked like a hell of a fall.
Oh!
新影流。
Simple domain.
Shadow style.
機内に侵入したものをフルオート反射で迎撃する。
Oh, as soon as you come in a certain radius, it automatically attacks.
正面の敵に特化した抜刀は新影流最速の技。まずは全力で隙を作る。しかも何か種があるな。
Some tricks.
私ってよりは呪具を払って隙を作りたいんだろ。毒レンブ。
Oh!
リーチのアドバンテージをここで捨てるの？
Whoa!
アンキ、勘がいい。
Oh, hidden blade.
両足離れた。でも大丈夫。一度離れてギリギリまで引きつけてから。はい、火を。
Akito! Favorite!
いい刀持ってんじゃん。
Oh, you've been disarmed.
Sword stealing. Give it back.
Oh.
Go east!
面白い子じゃないか。さっさと2期。
Look at that braid.
僕もそう思ってるんだけどさ、素直に手のひら返して認めてやりゃいいのにさ。
しがらみは理解できないな。
相変わらずの主戦度ね。
Miserly.
周りの映像切れるね。
動物は気まぐれだからね。
Fickle.
ぶっちゃけメイさんってどっち側？
どっち？私は金の味方。
Monies. Monies. It's a good side to be on.
いくら積んだんだか。お、
Oh, that's not good.
動いたね。
呪符が貼られており、呪霊消失と同時に
Was it a grenade?
観覧席の呪符も消滅します。
Okay.
東京港が払った場合、赤色、京都港が払った場合には、
That one was picking his nose. Wasn't even doing anything.
記録外の消滅反応め。
なんで仲良くできないのかしら。
歌姫に似たんでしょ。
私はあんただけよ。
はパンダくんです。
ラッキー。
クソ魔女さっきから何度も降りてるじゃん。一年
Oh.
ほどの重力の風、砂利とか枝が混ざるとクソ痛い。
Uh-oh.
Oh, got her good.
My precious.
Hurt my precious face.
呪術師が実力主義だと思ってな。それは男だけ。実力があっても可愛くなければな。わかる？
You get it?
実力じゃないの。完璧なの。てめえがめんどくせえ。わかったよ。一年の割に戦い慣れてる。ぶん投げられ慣れてんだよ。出力を上げれば殺しかね。それは言い訳だ。
Yeah.
Just an excuse.
呪言は言霊。こちらも耳から脳にかけてを呪力で守れば、術師にとっては来ると分かっていればそこまで怖いもの。
ただでさえ頭の内側を守るなんて慣れてないの。いてもいなくても。
Oh.
説教は
Your lectures.
完璧なんて生優しいもんじゃない。御三家の一つ。全員家。呪術師にあらずんば、人にあらず。私たちが当然のように享受しているか、どれだけ苦労しているか、呪いを仲間だと勘違いできる頭。
That brain of yours.
よく考えたら。うるせえよ。
She's got no problem dodging those nails.
Oh, that's an interesting thing. You think misfortune is a free pass? Wow.
私はあいつが気に食わねえ。これから乗ろうとしてるバカがどんなに考えたことあんのかよ。てめえの人生は仕事か。
Just a job.
かんざし。
Whoa. See you dodge that.
受けたのはこのため。
Oh,
Oh, visually,
why
this
they're
is
like-
this is wild.
like proximity mines and GoldenEye.
F that game.
高度を落としたってそれじゃ届かないでしょ。
Oh,
Got to be a little bit quicker than that.
いや、届いたわよ。
Oh, that's right.
oh,
Oh,
doll.
私のほうきの枝、さっきかすめたのね。男がどうとか女がどうとか。てめえらだけ。私が大好きだ。よくあろうとする私が大好きだ。私は
Block out that noise.
藤崎野原なんだよ。ほうきは操作できない。ぶれば下手すりゃ殺しちゃう。
Oh, squeaky
circus
hammer.
hammer.
That sound is.
もう一発。
Oh,
She come in with her pistol.
有効射程ギリギリ。
it's a hell of a shot.
It's her cursed energy.
The revolver from that far. That's
Well, it's not just any revolver. It's an
Yeah.
extension of her.
it is not just any revolver. You are correct.
もしもし、モモ。
Momo.
Still aim it, and a projectile still comes out of the barrel.
多分パンダが戻ってくるわ。そこを離れて上からみんな。あなたがいないと困る。
We're all in trouble without you. It's almost as if she's saying we're counting on you.
Yeah.
いいのよ、モモ。
仲間呼ばねえの？私は2対1でもいいぜ。みんなでボコボコにするより、一人で楽しみたいの。あんたは。あんた
Little sister.
マキさんのことどう思う？
答えてもか。
とても素敵。
She's a wonderful woman.
術師としての話よ。
あ、そっち？喧嘩は超強い。歩き方でもうやばい。
Just the way she walks.
家
Remember,
が面倒な術師の家系
An annoying clan of sorcerers.
Panda had the list.
呪術師の家系なら、
一度否定したものはバカだから。
They're idiots.
交流会で活躍して、お前がある程度広まれば、
まずは団体戦で勝つ。ペン死ぬ気でやんなさい。
はい。
聞こえてんぞ。
I can hear you.
余計なこと。何？
All right, we're loaded up. Oh, the old bullet
Yep.
slice.
Split the bullet.
私から距離取るとか。
Oh.
Oh.
私にはない才能がある。
Here we go.
やはり双子は協調か。帰ってよかったかもしれんな。
ないどうしたんだよ。いるもん。
Curses.
ほら、目つぶってろ。
Oh, gross.
昔から不安なんてないみたいに。あんたが大嫌いだった。
A little bit of resentment.
おデビック、
そのうち戻ってくるさ。
なぜ戻る？
Oof.
全員家当主になる。
その試練を与えようぞ。愛にもな。
あいつは関係ねえだろ。
Oh, nothing.
Oh,
嘘つき。
Liar.
嫌い。
Oh, they got speed loaders.
You gotta have them.
A lot of footsteps, but I'm not seeing anything. There we go.
oh, that's a cool shot.
The
Yeah, the way
animation
they're
in this episode has been really, really.
I love
neat.
this, the way they're showing the eye.
どう
Oh,
Oh,
あんたなんか
I hate you. Oh, look at the barrel view.
術式を教えたことはない。
technique.
構築術式。
Creating matter.
構築術式で一度生成された物質は前には一日一発の弾丸。
Oh, that's
wow.
the max.
私の
Oh,
勝ちよ。
oh, she caught it.
ひょっちした。素手で触るもん。
Whoa, didn't see that coming.
私にはない才能が。
Catching bullets is
Yeah.
definitely a talent.
だってあんたは。それと
With the blunt end.
The flat of the sword.
全員家では認められなかった。私にはなかった。ってことでいいの？
Is it though?
家を出たの。お前だって高専来たじゃねえか。呪術師なんてなりたくなかった。あんたが頑張るから。
Followed her.
頑張らざるを得ない。
Oh, wow.
痛いのも怖いのも。
Because you did it, I was pressured into doing it.
適当に生きればよかったじゃない。
Normal life.
That's not what everybody wants.
落ちぶれた。
Stay at the bottom.
私は私を嫌いになった。
Well, then after everything that Momo said, now these two.
お姉ちゃん、手離さないでよ。離さない。置いてかないでよ。当たり前だ。姉妹だぞ。
And she just
嘘
left
つ
her.
き。
Called her a liar again.
Tired.
Am I retired?
Oh, visually, this is probably one of the wildest episodes that we've done, at least in, recent memory of at least the last couple, being that we're on episode 17. But yeah, visually, this one was outstanding with the, the running through the woods and the point of view shots.
Just
and
this, the last of the bullet.
Yeah, then the light, how their use of light and how close you get to the bullet, and
just
the way they do all the shots is really wild. And again, just what I wanted was more backstory on our character of Maki and Mei and everything that they went through, and who was gifted and who wasn't, and she followed her. I mean, this was deep, and it almost feels like two separate episodes when we had the battle with Momo and how that all kind of played out. And then, Mai just comes in out of left field. So the story really built on itself, I thought. And, even though we didn't get as much from Momo in the episode, she served her purpose as kind of the setup for the two sisters here to be going at it and everything that they were saying with each other. So I thought it worked out brilliantly. And just the back and forth that they had, the way the battle played out. And like I said, I didn't see any of this coming. Of course, why would I, right? How could you predict a series like this? But I just really liked kind of the battle going on between the two sisters, and the resentment that they hold, the idea of being left behind, and I was forced to go after you because if I didn't, these things were going to happen. And those are some themes that we've seen in other movies and TV shows with family members, brothers and sisters, and one leaving, one staying behind, one wanting to do something different, but maybe they feel forced into it. So I thought the way that this played out was really good and adds so much more depth to the characters that they just didn't have before.
Yeah, when Maya was like, "Why'd you have to leave?" and Maki's like, "Well, I didn't want to be." The thing too that she said is like, "Why didn't you want to be at the bottom with me and have a normal
I could have
life?"
just done some chores and been normal.
And I mean, we don't really know what normal or bottom was, but it's like, well, because Maki wanted more, and then she called her out. Well, why'd you follow me here? But exactly, it's because you left. What am I supposed to do? Just stay here by myself?
Yep.
And I think Maki wants to eventually. Well, she did say as much. She wanted to return and then take over the clan herself. So, like, would that have then elevated her sister? Does her sister need to go back? But what I like then too is, getting more of what Maya's exactly what she can do, how much cursed energy. It's not a manifestation, but she can create
construction.
But the limit is 1 bullet a day.
Yeah.
So whereas we see all these other powerful sorcerers and what they can do with cursed energy and everything else with her cursed construction, she can only do a bullet, which would be helpful on the battlefield because case in point, you fired 6. Well,
that means you're out.
Not really.
Yeah,
I got 1 more.
That's why she uses the revolver.
So that'll work in that aspect. But if you I get it because now since it's a battle of the schools and everything, whatever, they're like kind of exchanging what their powers are, figuring it out. So you're not going to say that on the battlefield, obviously when you're going against the real enemy. But at least then the real enemy would be like, oh, she's got to be out. Nope, surprise.
Well, and it allows you to give the characters more time in their standalone episodes than what you would if they were in a battle.
Yeah, I thought this was a great episode. I mean, more backstory, a pretty big shift, though. Of course, the first one we had not really a backstory, but kind of this back made up relationship between between Toto and Yuji, and then of course in the last episode we got the backstory with the panda. We learned about the siblings and everything, and here it was just like a very, very interesting backstory about wanting to leave your clan, come back powerful, where people underestimated you, and then somebody else who was just like, I just want to live a normal life, and it's a reflection of sometimes what we see in society. I mean, you get people who want to have big dreams and they want to go outshine everybody else. And some people are just content with, just finding, happiness in other things and just living a normal life.
We saw that with Mech.
Yeah. And we're getting 2 very, very different viewpoints. I also like the sentence. The only one I wrote down is, you think misfortune is a free pass. And wow, it's like, if that's not something, this isn't a TV show where I dive deep into my personal experiences. It's not really the platform for it. But I will say that, of course, we want to recognize when people have hard upbringings, and it's the whole walk a mile in somebody else's shoes before you comment on them. But I do have people close to me in my life, I will just leave it at that, who I know have had difficult upbringings, and they use that as a reasoning why they don't have to have any accountability for anything in their life.
Yeah. And that was 60 years ago.
Very close to me, so I can use these criticisms. But it's like you act this way or do that, and it's like, you don't know what I've been through, and it's like, okay, I understand that there's a lot of people who have very difficult circumstances that other people cannot relate to. But the fact that you think misfortune is a free pass, no, still has to be accountability for your actions, which I thought was a really cool thing for them to put in here. And again, something that I didn't expect to have this.
Found where it was.
It
was in the fight with Momo.
Answer found it right here. And I think, again, a moment where I had a lot more relatability than I would in, a scene with a panda talking about its gorilla sibling, or a mech being in a pool missing an arm. But look, I thought this was a good episode. It showed 2 people fighting for very different reasons, and again, 2 very different paths in lives that these 2 individuals want to take. And a great job at telling the story. Visually, they did another great job with this visually.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe we just weren't appreciating as much in earlier episodes, or as they went further, maybe that was some feedback they got, or something that the writers and the animators said, hey, let's try to do things a little bit different visually. Are you guys feeling like these last handful of episodes, and granted they're in battle, so it's a different circumstance, but I feel like they've leveled up visually a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because the couple of episodes before the fight, we had the few major battles real early on where they did some cool visual stuff when, they created the realm, and then they were doing the different fights and things like that. But I just think they really cranked up the fireworks in this episode in particular, and the use of light and colors and POV was way different. It felt
if you're going to have a 3-episode arc just on this battle, you got to make sure it's visually pleasing. And I mean, they've done a lot of good things in the battles already, but yeah, this one has been amazing, to say the least.
It really stands out.
It's them also being able to showcase what each sorcerer can do and what they possess and how they can use cursed manifestation, cursed construction, just cursed energy in general. Just even where they have their objects like on Panda, where you have the 3 different cores. So I love that they're able to show us all of this in these 3 episodes to really just springboard us into more of a story. Because at first it might have been, maybe it was like too much too soon with all these characters and their quick backstories. Now with them giving a chance to breathe with each character, we had the Nobara and Momo fight that led into then our sister versus sister fight, which then we got more of their backstory as well. And so I'm absolutely digging that we're getting more of their information. So now we can move forward, that we can see what their powers, their abilities, and backstories all are.
Yeah, I loved how Nobara used the nails as like I made the joke of like the old proximity mines in GoldenEye, where she set them up all over the forest.
Screw that game.
And, Momo thought she was missing, but it was a setup for something bigger, because once those things went off, it was on from there.
And then she's thinking, "Oh, you missed me," and she's like, got the bristles of her broom. That's all she needed to be able to do more of
crazy
more of her
voodoo
ability.
stuff.
Yeah.
I thought that skill where somebody closes a certain distance and like the attack happens automatically is really cool.
If as long as you're not facing someone that's more powerful than you, but it seems like so far it hasn't been able to work out for her.
I think about that, like, oh, you closed this gap in that. I was waiting. It's funny that they made the Aikido joke. And she broke her stick in 2, and I was gonna throw in. I didn't. You know what? I should have made my Steven Seagal joke.
You had
the
chance.
window. But before that, when she broke her stick in 2, I was gonna be like, oh, it's just like in Above the Law when Seagal was in the fight in the pool hall and he had the pool stick broken too, and then he went at it with sticks. I was gonna be like, it's just like Above the Law. And sure as shit, 2 minutes later, Aikido.
Oh man,
missed my window.
Had to be a nod to, I think, one of Steven Seagal's greatest movies. I certainly think they probably put that in there just for him.
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Look, guys. I think
when was the last time Aikido was brought up?
I mean, he's
that
worldwide.
didn't involve Steven Seagal. Come on,
it's not
Walking Dead. Remember, Dave sent us the
he
clip.
uses the Aikido, but
And he even says it.
It's rare.
It's rare. Okay, one time in the last 40 years. Answer.
Do you
bring
hear
someone else
about
on.
Aikido independent of Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
So
unless it doesn't
ripping
reference them, there you go. At least they didn't have to run.
There you go. They're jumping in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this as much as we are. So for Appleton Hope, Mason Quinn, I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
you wanted action. Oh,
Whoa,
Arrows.
Doctor.
Cursed energy arrows.
oh, whoa!
They curve.
It's like Mandu's thing in Guardians. Mandu, is that his name?
Yandu.
Yandu.
Oh, he's got his frogs.
やっぱ物理法則無視の起動は鴨さんの術
出
師。
し惜しみされるのはあまり気分がよく、
貧血で倒れても助けませんよ。
From anemia.
これらはすべて事前に用意したものだ。特措の影棒術、影を媒介とした10種の
Oh.
よく反応したね。ひおい。
Oh. That is wild the way they showed him move.
スピードもパワーもさっきまでとはまるで別人。
That's only with one eye open.
形状や運動だけではない。赤血球量などの血中自由自在。
Wouldn't you be able to just freeze somebody's blood?
ドーピングか。
You're doping.
だが俗な言い方はやめてほしいね。
What is this guy trying to do the Tour de France?
No. He's just sleeping in a hyperbolic chamber to get the more white blood cells.
Northeast.
Go east.
刀
Is she having like a funeral?
どっか行っちゃった。あの人足早いんだもん。刀のない私は戦力にならないから。タピオカって言うほど美味しいか。
What? Tapioca.
はい。役立たず岩です。
Useless Miwa here.
Retired.
She
Getting
went
down to our
She went to
numbers.
sleep.
Oh, he just used the power of his voice.
戻れ。
What kind of dog is that?
I was waiting to get this guy's backstory.
ああ、寝ちゃった。呪霊がうろついてる森に放置できないでしょ
True.
これはエリアに放つ準一放つのは2級呪霊ではこいつのしつけに使った匂いと笛じゃ場合によってはうまく使っていたどりを殺
Jeez,
す
we're back on that again?
It is geezer.
安心せ
Ugh, gross.
おとなしくするようしつけ
What the f***?
Until its fuse is blown.
カゴのことだ映像が切れた時の接触でいたどり
Till the flute is
そ
blown.
の後のタイミングで準一級呪霊に襲うまず死ぬミワが心配じゃはよ言ってやれ
From eyebrows.
We need to retire this dude.
Or at least trim his eyebrows.
He can go.
Kelp. Ah. Oh, a fucking hard pass on this thing, dude.
Looks like it
Lost
lost
its head.
Oh, this is our one-arm guy from the credits.
Oh, that's his stuff is backwards.
鮭いくら明太子俺らも仕事を始めよう
Caught up with our baddies.
ジョー・サトルは190あるんだろいいハンガーラックが作れる
Looks like someone's crashing the battle.
なんで皆母様をいじめるのですか
離れたそばめだから
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
なぜ着難と偽り
性質が術式を継いだ男児
大当主として
Whoa.
成長したね
you've improved.
嬉しいよ
I'm happy.
君はゆくゆく御三家を支える人間になる私は虎杖裕二
Oh, well. All right.
Out with the truth.
学願寺学長の指示ですか
いや私個人
Sure.
私は鴨家嫡男として母様のために君と私は同類だ
違いま
We're
す
not the same.
違くない
違います
We are. We're not.
全員家とのつながりはありませんよ自分の両親を信じてる呪い合うしかないですよね
Oh,
式神
flying frog.
解除前の式神をおとりに使ったのか
Decoy.
俺は磁力食うので単体でしか使えないんです単勝
Oh. Is that going to be our pink elephant? Yep. We saw that in the intro.
Holy shit. Look at this thing. Oh, what's it loading up?
Oh, that's a lot of water.
広い場所はまずいあれがくブエ
Oh, yep, there's our bird.
Shocking.
乗り出しの邪魔になるか
鮮血口述
Whoa.
Crimson binding.
行かないのだ
Oh, is our baddies coming in?
What the fuck is that?
逃げろ
Run away.
ゲーム終了
Game over.
未登録の呪力でも札は赤く
侵入者ってことですか
Some? How about a couple?
不測の事態に変わりあるまい何者だ
Only took one arm.
元様のところエリア内の学生の位置を特定
一切承知
ほらおじいちゃん散歩
Gramps.
急ぎましょう
He's probably ready for his nap.
Holy crap.
Oh, more of them.
派手にやってんな呪霊はな死んだら何も残んねえからな闇より出て闇より黒その汚れをみそぎ払
Wow.
Gonna burn everything?
Oh, he's going to get rid of the barrier.
えよしよし楽しみだなハンガーラック
おばれなんで今
帳が降りる前にあんただけ先行け
いや無理
は
Not happening.
ま降りたところで破りゃいい話でしょ
Oh, just so easy.
Oh,
Oh.
you were saying?
なんであんたが弾かれて私が入れんのよ
なるほど。歌姫、おじいちゃん、先に行って。
Gramps.
悪い、五条悟の侵入をその他すべてのものが出入り可能な結界だ。よほど腕が立つ呪詛師がいる。しかも、こちらの情報をある程度把握してるね。
Well, we got some intel.
何が目的か知らないけど、一人でも死んだら僕らの負けだ。
なんて濃い呪いの剣。
Ooh.
まさか特急クラスが来てるんじゃないでしょうね。
おいおいおい。おいおいおい。
Oh, here it is.
五条悟いねえじゃん。気配の主ではないがなかなかにて。あの生臭坊主騙しやがって。
His voice.
先に行け。学生の保護を優先。スカスカかどうかは。
Oh, he's got the guitar.
牛乳飲んで出直してこい。
Drink some milk, you old fart.
He's the guy with the guitar.
What the?
Wow.
Wow. Then did not see that one coming.
帳も誰のものだ。
こいつら未登録の特級呪霊。五条先生を襲った特級呪霊だと思います。風刺も報告と近い。
Close enough.
Close, even from Megatron.
五条先生に連絡しましょう。
君は彼が何を言っているのかわかるのか。
今そんなことどうでもいいでしょ。
Well, when you've been around him long enough.
五条先生のところまで行動。
Oh.
赤血操術仮払い。
Bounced right off.
That didn't do much.
No damage even.
How about electricity? That's it? Burned a hole in his pants?
どこに隠し持っていたんだ。
Stop it.
やめなさい。
There you go.
音では何言ってんのかわかんねえのに意味は理解持ち悪いな。
私はただこの星を守りたいだけだ。
呪いのたわごとだ。
Oh, it's Captain Planet over here.
森も海も空ももう我慢ならぬと泣いて、これ以上人間との共存は。
80% of you gotta go.
しかしその慈愛がどれだけの足しになろうか。
独自の言語体系を確立してるんだ。
彼らはただ時間を欲している。時間さえあれば星はまた青く輝く。
Oh, here's our tree roots.
人間のいない時間、死して賢者となりなさい。
Oh. Oh. What a cliffhanger.
That's how they end it. Wow.
Well, we still got some of our battle, between the students, but it quickly got escalated once the baddies decided, all right, that's enough. We've been off this show for long enough. We gave them like 4 or 5 episodes without us. We're jumping back in the mix. And interesting that the veil was only there to keep Gojo out. Like, that was kind of the first thing. I'm like, well, that's interesting. You want to keep Gojo in and allow everybody else to leave. And I guess they must figure, okay, we'll maybe try to go after him. And that's who we want to eliminate first, maybe the number one threat. So, wild that he was forced to stay there. Gojo, in typical Gojo fashion, didn't seem too concerned about it. So I'm sure he's got something planned for that. But yeah, seeing the veil come, and I was like, okay, what's going to come of that? Is it going to, paralyze everybody, or, what's it going to do? And just there to keep some folks in. And glad to see we got our weird one-arm guy from the opening credits, as well as our elephant.
Yeah, this because you're
there's the elephant. Yep.
There's the elephant right there. No, you have me confused with keeping them out while they all fight on the inside, because for whatever reason they know they can take out the students, and that I think the reason why they wanted to keep him out is he's so powerful. Other than the old man with the guitar.
What a surprise!
Gakuganji, if I said that correctly. But we saw the guitar in the opening credits, and you realize it, and then you see him, and I was wondering what he was carrying around in that case. For whatever reason,
so is he going to have like some crazy where he plays the guitar and the sound waves come out?
Much like how when he talks, like you hear that that's where his power lies. Is there going to be a way that when he plays the guitar, We got right to that tree guy.
Yeah, our evil Captain Planet.
Yeah, because right there, I saw him with the case, and like all of a sudden he goes flying. I was like, okay, what weapon does he have in the case? And instead of a weapon, you see him right here just
he's got a band shirt on too.
He's got a band shirt on. He's got a pick. I mean, I know he needed some people can play guitar without a pick, but he's got a pick and everything. This was as much as we saw as I love the panda with the pacifier learning to fight and turn into a gorilla. We have this, and this was totally out of left field. That it caught me by surprise. I'm sure. Did you guys? Unless you read, the manga before it, did you know this was going to happen? Or when it did happen, how floored were you? Because this was amazing to see, and now I'm definitely intrigued. I
still don't like him. Just throwing that out there.
He's still got to go. He's still got to go. But I want to see what his power is and what this guitar entails with that.
Yeah, this whole episode was pretty wild. I mean, you got evil. I think he's kind of like Groot. He's just got these like tree arms that are going everywhere, and just wild. And
their attacks did nothing.
No, they didn't do anything on this guy. I mean, they tried the blood bending, we'll call it.
Yeah,
our bird. I mean, they were trying.
Electricity did nothing. The sword.
They were trying everything here, and nothing was working. I found it very interesting that his outlook was that we got to get rid of humans off the planet. I mean, that was kind of like, oh, okay, that's an interesting twist on an interesting story, or to have somebody come in and like that's their thing. It's almost as if we've seen villains before who feel like there's too many people on the planet.
They're always wrong.
Something needs to be done about it.
The enemies are always wrong.
Hey, look, people have their opinions on Thanos. In any regard,
population of the world fits in Texas. Just saying, single family homes, you could fit them all. Plenty of room on this planet for everybody. We just need to get along.
Where did you hear that?
If you want, after the episode, you can look it up. The entire population of the world would fit in the state of Texas in single-family homes.
Not high-rise buildings?
Nope, just single-family homes.
I feel like the internet's lying.
Well,
yeah, they're also like this close
400,
together.
400 square foot homes.
There's no roads.
Single-family homes.
I think we'll check with the interweb after. In any regard,
getting off track here a little bit.
We do that sometimes.
Happens.
No, the barrier was cool. Of course, Gojo. Look, he's on a different level, so if they're trying to keep him out, that's understood. Attacking students, I mean, it feels a little low dollar, doesn't it? But if you're trying to keep out the next generation, there was a very famous scene in a very famous movie where you had an evil force taking out the next generation of people who might.
It was quite traumatizing for those who know.
People who might be pose a threat to.
They were young.
One day. Those of you, we're not trying to do any spoilers. There's a certain person on this channel who hasn't seen that film series yet.
Yeah, we'll get there.
But in any regard, no. Another good episode. They've really kept the pedal to the floor as far as the visuals, the animation, the imagery, and that's kind of what I don't want to say like I'm looking forward to most for each of these episodes. The story is cool, but the visuals that we're getting, I mean, that pink elephant with all the
water
and stuff like that, and then it was like,
shot him out
what's its power going to be? Well, same as an elephant, except it doesn't need a water source apparently to blow out the side of a wall. It can just do it. So that was really cool. But again, an intriguing story. But I think what they're doing best with this series is just really cool visuals. And it's something that we've talked about before with different animation. I know Arcane is the one that we bring up all the time, but and that kind of is in a world of its own, right? Where the visual experience was something that you hadn't seen before. But with this, it's just their creativity. When we went and did on Demon Slayer, that was one of the cool things that we talked about, was every time they introduced a new demon, there was going to be some really cool artwork, whether it was grotesque or not, or, of course, in this episode, we got that thing that was all binded up on the floor. That
wasn't your favorite.
Like a half of a brain sticking out the top of the skull or whatever.
To be fair, he didn't last. long right
I mean,
there.
look at this thing.
This is him on the floor.
I
all
don't even
tied
know
up.
what we're looking at here. Its arms and legs are all binded up. Like I said, there's a crack in the skull with a brain hanging out. The eye sockets look empty.
Well, it didn't last
Looks like a
long,
lobster
so there's
tail.
that.
No, but I mean, it's enough to like creep you out. I mean, but think about the artwork. But how do we make the creepiest looking character?
Yeah,
and it's
just
like,
start-
and they're doing such a great job with that. Conversely, again, that the pink elephant we had was like, okay, that was really, really creative artwork, and that was something cool to see. But
The thing that kind of surprised me, and I don't know if it caught you guys or if you maybe caught it earlier, was how so many of them came from the same clan. They came from like was it the Zenai clan or something like that? Because they kept referencing how they all came from there.
From what they said, there was 3 main clans.
Like
when they were talking about that you want to take out Itadori, he's like, well, I'm a part of the clan so I'm for it, not just from what.
Yeah, because both Maki and Mai were from that clan, and now Fushiguro is from that clan as well. And I don't know if I just caught it now because there's been so much information, but pretty wild that there's 3 clans, but they're all from the same one.
Well, if there's 3 main clans, yeah, it's not hard to figure it out. It's just right now the reason they're fighting is like different schools, and then it's first year versus second year.
Yep.
So we have that all going on. So that's why and he wants I can't remember this guy's name because he becomes he wants to be the head as the Camel clan, and that was why he's for taking out Itadori because that just fits their narrative what they need to do. Well, because I mean the main thing comes to is that you have to get rid of Satoru, the king of curses, and we can't let him or Sukuna. We can't let him get out. And I'm worried that if they're trying to fight Itadori again in the veil and inside that barrier, is he going to come out? Because we saw the last time that when he tried
made light work.
He just touched.
Sakura
Mojito just
Sukuna,
touched him.
Excuse me, Sukuna comes out.
The folks are having so much fun with all the different names we call them.
Sukuna. Sukuna Matata came out and just made light work. But I was gonna say it's been a minute since we've had anybody eating any fingers.
We're about due, I think. We'll have to find out on the next one.
So there you go. All right, so hopefully you guys have been enjoying it as much as we are. So for Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn, I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.